Okay, so this is a message from the future. If you've never had a girlfriend, you don't have a girlfriend, and you think you will never have a girlfriend, like deep down in your bones, if you know you're never going to have a girlfriend, literally, you just know it, then this message is for you, 100%. See, I was like this for the longest time, all the way back, as far as I can remember, like 10 or 11 years old, all the way through my teenage years. I always knew, man, I always knew I wouldn't have a girlfriend, ever. It was that ingrained. And this brought me a lot of anxiety all throughout high school, all my college years, and further as I went to the job market. I carried this with me. I was convinced I would die alone. Literally. Horrible feeling. Horrible. So, this message is for you basically. I'm going to tell you exactly what you have to do in order to get rid of this. All my virgins out there, this is for you. Now, you know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's super simple, basically. You have to attack. There is no other way. You have to attack. I know it sounds scary, and that's an understatement. It's terrifying. I know. I've been through it. When I was 18, when I was still in high school, I was super in love with a girl, like very much in love with her. She didn't know, and one day I that was the hardest thing I'd ever done. I wrote her this a message this long on Skype, and the next day she dragged me out of the schoolyard. Mind you, we're 18. I was shitting my pants, man. I was absolutely scared shitless. And she asked, "Is this true?" And I said, "Yes." And I told her, "Please just tell me nothing is going to happen between us. It's not going to work out." Can you imagine? I begged her to basically tell me it's not going to work out. It was that bad. So I now realize I would rather protect my ego, protect my reality, my bubble of reality, and know that I'm gonna die alone instead of plunge forward and be with her, right? Like any normal guy would want. It was that bad. So that was my very feeble attempt at attacking. And of course, she told me, "Yeah, no, it's not going to work out." And we went back to class, and that was that. Months later, even my pathetic attempt somehow influenced her, I guess, because she she then revealed she had feelings for me. You know, and even then I couldn't do anything. I was paralyzed. I was paralyzed. She would visit me at my work. I used to be a lifeguard. She would at a sort of a water attraction facility, and yeah, she would visit me there. She was super hot, by the way. And yeah, I couldn't do anything. Right? I could not even bring myself to talking to her, touching her, anything. It was that bad. After months and months of this, so we I decided to ask her out, take a walk, right? Just walk in the park. And I remember very vividly, like this is a decade and a half later, I remember this, like it was yesterday. We were sitting on a bench, and both of us are shaking, man, like an 18-year-old virgin. I know she likes me. I like her. and she couldn't even. I couldn't even kiss her. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even talk. It was that bad. Imagine I'm shaking in stupor, basically, just not being able to do anything. So, and remember this: she pulls out a cigarette, and I can see her hand is also trembling. And in my mind, to this day, I know I should have just grabbed her hand, told her, "No, you're not going to smoke," and kiss her instead. I never did any of that. Then I went abroad to school, and we never saw each other again. I bumped into her like a few months back. When I came back, it was super hilarious because I had improved a lot. You know, I can communicate now basically, and she was basically wide eyed. What's that transformation? How does that happen? Right. So why I'm telling you this story basically is if you can see that the girl likes you and you like her, but in my case you can't do anything, you're still fucked. It takes real world actions to make something happen. There is no way around it. We don't live in a computer game. Maybe we do, but you have to take actions in the real world. You have to move your little feet, you know, use your arms, hug the girl, and make it happen. I was 18 back then. I didn't do anything for a decade afterwards. So 18, 28. I'm 32 now. So that's a decade of fear, a decade lost. So if you're like 16, 17 right now, heed my advice. Do not delay. You're going to regret it. Massive regrets. If you're scared shitless of women, you have to attack. You have to find a way to take the plunge. Talk to one girl. Just talk to her. Go up to her and say hi. Don't even compliment her. Just say whatever. Just progressively start attacking. There is no other way. That's my message to you. The sooner you get over this fear, the faster you're going to move on with your life. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in that trap forever. It took me a decade and a half to pop out of my cocoon, if you will. So it's really challenging. You have to take the steps. There is no other way. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. It's really difficult, but you will grow. I promise you. Would you not rather grow as a person, as a man, than be a scrawny little kid even as an adult? An adult who has nothing, does nothing. Do you still want to be a weakling when you're 30? God forbid if you're 40. But even if you're 40 and listening to this, it's not too late for you. Still, your dick still works. You have to start attacking. Yeah, that's my message to you.